Hello, I'm Graham Horton and welcome to this video. Now, if you follow my channel, you know that I have been supporting Panasonic Lumix bridge cameras all the way back to about 2012 with the introduction of the FZ150, followed very quickly by the FZ200. In this video, I want to show you a new flash unit that's been introduced by Godox. My current recommendation for flash with all of these cameras has been the TT350O from Godox, which the O stands for Olympus, which is the same hot shoe configuration as Panasonic, so it does work with all the Panasonic cameras. It's been used on the FZ series of cameras, even on the LX5 or the GF series of cameras. It's a great little gun to go with it, but it is a little bit large, especially if you're going to be using it with these smaller cameras if you want a little bit more power. My other recommendation has been the Meike 320 or the Nissan i40. These are quite expensive guns, but do give you some extra features. They're the only ones that will work with the original FZ200. This is quite picky on the TTL flash units that it will work with. Some claim to be fully compatible, but you'll find it isn't. They fire at full power only. They don't work in TTL. You can use them in the manual mode, but not in TTL mode, where the 320, the i40 and the TT350 all work in TTL mode. So the new flash that's been introduced by Godox is this little unit here, and it's the IT30. And again, this one is the O version, which is for Olympus Panasonic. It's got the same power as the pop-up flash units on the bridge cameras, around about a guide number 15 at ISO 100, and that's 15 meters. So it's the same power, but it gives you the advantage of a built-in wide-angle diffuser. So if you want to use this with the wide-angle setting of these cameras, you just flip this to the W position, which gives you a wider beam of light to cover group pictures. So with these, you sometimes find that your groups, the outside people, aren't illuminated correctly. So with this one, you've got a nice wide beam. It also supports on-camera TTL, which is fantastic. You've also got the manual modes. You've also got the fact that this will support the optical slave S1 and S2 protocols. S1 is where it will fire when it first sees the flash from the camera, and S2 is when it allows the pre-flash, which is a TTL evaluation, to take place, and then it will fire synchronously with the main flash of the camera. This unit also supports the RF control of other flash units, so if you've got this on camera, it can act as a master transmitter for the flash to a remote flash, such as the TT350, or even the larger flash units such as the AD200 or the much larger SB range. So it is a very capable flash. It can also act as a slave unit in the RF mode, so you can use an on-camera trigger or another IT350 on the hot shoe to control this as a slave unit. That's what I wanted to show you today, to give you the benefit of using a slave to give you some fantastic flash pictures. On the screen now you can see an on-camera flash picture of the doll there. You can see the traditional look of flash, straight on, very little modelling, and if you do see any shadows, they are directly underneath the chins of the subject or under the nose, and very dark and unflattering. Compare and contrast that to the one taken with the IT30, held at 45 degrees to the subject and 40 degrees away. So you're going to be holding the camera and holding the flash like this, and you get some great modelling. So we use this in the TTL mode, so the camera evaluates the exposure, but I set the TTL power to -2 EV, so that really just slightly underexposes the image. The main flash is going to come from the IT30 here, and I set that to about a 16th power, and I hold that at 45 degrees to my subject. So when the flash fires, the TTL evaluation is done by the camera. It then fires its main flash, which is under power by 2 EV, but the main flash strobe fires with that power of a 16th and illuminates the subject and giving you the correct modelling, and this full flash just softens those shadows underneath the chin or underneath the nose of your subject. As you can see on the screen, you get some great pictures. So this flash can be used with any of the bridge cameras and any of these little cameras, like here the GF2. Just press the button on the side of the flash unit, and that allows this now to slide into the hot shoe of the camera and lock in place with the latch. Now I have to point out the fact that at the moment the IT30, as it's supplied, the hot shoe is 0.1mm too thick to correctly engage on the hot shoe of Panasonic cameras. The TT350O, which does slide on correctly, has the hot shoe which is 0.1mm thinner than the one on the IT30. There is a workaround, and it's very easy to do. In the hot shoe of these Panasonic cameras, there is a little shim in there which covers the screws which fasten the hot shoe to the body of the camera. I don't know why that's there. It's in my mind totally irrelevant. Just stops you taking the screws out of the camera if you want to disassemble it. If you remove that shim, as I've done with all the other bridge cameras here, the flash unit slides onto that without any issue. To remove that shim, there is a hole at the front of the hot shoe. Just need to put a pin in there, lift it up, and then slide it backwards, and it comes out. And you can see the shim here in my hand. That's the shim that slides into the hot shoe of your camera. So keep that safe if you did want to sell the camera at a later date. Now at the moment the IT30O is about £54 on Amazon. I'm sure there'll be some deals running on these devices in the not too distant future. And also Godox have introduced another flash, which is the IT20, which again they've asked me to review, and that is on its way to me at the moment. It's a simpler flash than the 30. It doesn't support the radio frequency control of other flash units, so it's only TTL and manual, so it is cheaper. And if you don't need to control other flash units, the IT20 might be a better buy for you, and I look forward to receiving it. I'll check out the flash dimensions to make sure it does fit into the hot shoe, and if not, then again remove that shim from the hot shoe of the Panasonic camera and it will fit great. So that's it for this video. Just wanted to bring to your attention this brand new little flash unit, which I think is going to be a winner for Godox. It is compact, it goes nicely with these small compact cameras, and with the move towards these vintage cameras now, I think it's going to be an ideal companion to work with these for Christmas parties, birthday parties and the likes. So until the next video, thanks very much for watching. Please do take care, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Goodbye for now.